Weezer, In the Garage, Guitar Tabs, and Guitar Lesson. I'll play all the different sections right at the beginning here. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation for it. Please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way of letting me know you like this video and want to see more Weezer stuff. And now, let's get on into the lesson. Alright, so a special tuning note with this, I'm just going to keep it in a E standard tuning just for ease of accessibility and, keep it nice and simple for everybody just wanting to dive into this. Just a special note, if you want to play along with the recorded version, they're going to be in an E flat tuning. So if you want to match them, just take everything, drop it down a half step. So we got the E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. All right, so everything just down a half step to the E flat tuning, and you'll match up with them on the record if you want that. Otherwise, here we're just keeping it standard tuning, and let's go for it. All right, so we'll start with this acoustic finger picking intro here. Also happens during the little interlude section there after that first chorus. And starting here in this G shape, we'll just hit the bass note 3 on the E with the open B, and then we'll hit an open G note. Okay, come down, hit that 3 on the B, back to the open G. Alright, then we move to this D shape. Want to come over here, hit the bass note with the pinky, the 5 on the A, we do a 4 on the D, and have a 2 on the G. And we'll hit the 5 on the A and the 2 on the G together, and then hit that 4 on the D. Back to that 5 on the A with the open B. Alright. Move to the A minor shape now. Hit the open A and the 1 on the B string, and then a 2 on the G. Come down, hit the open high E, back to the 2 on the G. Alright, move to an E minor shape. Alright, initially we hit the open low E and the open B, then an open G. Finish that with a 2 on the D and then an open G. Move back to the G shape. So 3 on the E, hit the open B, then an open G. Right, that 3 on the B, then open G. Back to our D shape. And we'll hit that 5A and 2G together again, then the 4D. Come down, hit an open B, then to that 2 on the G. All right, and then we do the walk down, which is all part of a C shape here. All right, so we'll start with that 3 bass note on the A, hit an open G, then we'll hit a 2 on the D, walk it down to the B on the A, the second fret of the A, hit the open G with it, come off, hit the open A with the open G, and then land on a G shape here with the 3E and the open G. So let's just try the whole thing slowly here. The verse gets going here, and we start with these big sounding power chords, a C power chord, and we're just going to add that extra, a low octave, the G with it there. So, we'll hit our basic C, the 3A, 5 on the D and G, and we add the 3E with it. So we got double octave stuff going on there. All right, and we'll just strum that out about 6 times. Okay, bump it up 2 frets to the D. Okay, so we just got 5s and then 7s. Couple strums there. And then land on the E at the 7s with the 9s. And we just finished the measure with that. All right, and we would repeat those 2 measures twice. Right, and then we would basically repeat the first measure again, the C to D. And that'll get us into our next section of the verse. All right, second part of the verse, coming off of that C to D from the previous part, we just land on a big G here. So bar chord style, hitting the 3E, 5 on the A and D with the 4G. And we want about 4 strums of this. Drop down, hit that big C power chord from the verse with the 3s and the 5s. Okay, 3 strums there. Come back to the G for 1 strum to finish the measure. And then we'll repeat that again. All right, so keep that going with the G to C. All right, and then this is kind of an interesting little cross up here with the timing. We do a couple more strums of that G. All right, and then we hit a D power chord, the 5A with the 7 on the D and G. And then hit an open low E. And that'll be part of this E minor 7 that we're going to pick through here. And basically, so we hit that. Pick the bottom up to the top through it. We go 8 on the B, 7 on the G, and then a 9 on the D. Come back to the 8 and the 7 again. And then we just repeat that really quick, the D to E minor 7 again. All right, and after we get through it the second time, we come back through that arpeggio from the D string to the G, the 9 to that 7. For the chorus, first measure, we just split with a G power chord, the 3E, 5s on the A and D, to the D, 5 on the A with the 7s on the D and G. Okay, second measure, bump up to the A. All right, so 5 on the E with the 7s on the A and D, 4 strums. Come off to a E, and we can just do that quicker, hitting the open low E, do a 7A, 9 on the D. All right, repeat that first measure again, the G to D. And then we do a walk down, similar to like that very beginning acoustic walk down. Hitting the C power chord. And mean, we just kind of change the bass note on the A. We go a couple strums of the 3. All right, keeping those 5s on the D and G. All right, then we just move the 3 to a 2, keeping those 5s. Lift off for an A, keeping the 5s. And then we land on the G power chord, the 3 E5 on the A and D for 4 strums. All right, and essentially we repeat that whole thing again twice, and at the very end we do these big drawn out power chords, which is just A power chord twice. All right, and then we take it from the 5s down to the 3 for the G power chord, and we hit that once and let it ring. All right, once we get to this interlude section, which I mentioned during the intro, it's basically that acoustic and the harmonica doing its thing. But we also get this electric that comes in and joins the party. And it basically just plays along with the melody there, but it does a funny little dissonance at the end. So we'll do it here by doing G string 4 to 7 to a 7D. All right, come back, we do a 4-5G to 5B. Land on that 4G. Start it over. We go 4-7G to 7D. Come down, hit the 4 on the G to an open. All right, and then we'll hit that open a couple more times so we add this dissonance to it, the 4 on the D with it. Okay, it just kind of gets kind of silly towards the end. There's a outro chorus variant with this. It's the no one hears me section. And it basically just kind of switches that second measure of the chorus. We do our same G to D. And at this point we get the no one hears me, where we do bump it up to the E power chord, the 7A, 9s on the D and G. Few strums there. Down to the D at the 5 and 7s for 1. Land on that 3rd fret power chord, the C, for 3 strums. All right, and we just repeat that whole thing twice within the chorus.